cheerleaders all the time, and it is correct in every scenario. And this was actually said to me by a girlfriend, and I thought that it was so true. I ran home and wrote it down in my journal. It says, excuses are only acceptable if they involve the words hospital or prison. If you're late for something, were you in the hospital or prison? If you weren't, then the only excuse you have for being late is not allowing enough time to drive over there, not accounting for traffic, not having yourself organized beforehand. Those are the excuses, and those are things that you can work on within yourself. My girls will come into practice without their shoes or without their uniform, and my mom didn't wash them, or da-da. You're a grown person. Unless you were in the hospital or prison, you could have washed your uniform last night to help her, to make sure you had it for today. So I think that that's just something, before you give an excuse, think how it's going to be heard by the listener, and know that unless this involves hospital or prison, they're probably going to think that it's bogus and that you just needed to try harder next time. Everything will come to an end. There's no way around it. The good times and equally the bad. More importantly, none of us is guaranteed an equal number of each. Try to accept and find solace with this truth. Time spent asking why is only wasted. As I was developing, I would have a really bad season of life, and I would just pray, can't wait for it to be over. And then when I'd have a really good season, I'd pray, and hope that it never ended. Instead of finding the joy and the satisfaction that you can gain from both good times and bad times. At some point, the bad time that you're in is going to end. The good time is going to end. You're not going to live an entire life of only good or only bad. And I think it's also important to know you're not going to get one good week for every bad week that you have. And if you live with that expectation, you're going to be constantly disappointed. Take them as they come and learn what you can from each experience. Some conversations just have to happen in person. My boss says this to us all the time. If you spend more than 5 minutes rewriting the sentence of an email because it just doesn't read right, you need to pick up the phone and call. It's amazing how many things can get misinterpreted through email, misinterpreted through, notes that we mail each other. And some things you just have to gather the strength, gather the courage, pick up the phone, go to their house, and just say it in person. It may be hard, it may hurt, but ultimately that's the only way you know that your true feelings and your true intentions are going to be made, versus them interpreting them the way that the way they read them. So some conversations just have to happen in person. That's the last of the snippets that I have written for our video journal. More of them, as I said, are available on our website if you'd like to go and download our book, our sample book, and our pre-sales are going on through March the 15th if you'd like the full version, which is about 900 snippets. So hopefully a good portion of those will help you in your Superwoman journey. Thank you.